The following is a presentation of the Eagles Sports Network.
Ryan Wilkes here with Food City Player of the Game, Macauley Bailey, after the Eagles sweep Tusculum in the opening round of the Southland Conference Tournament with a 6-3 win here in Game 2 to take the best 2 of 3. So Macauley scoreless through 5 innings. Tusculum takes the lead in the bottom of the 5th. What did it take to break through in the top half of the 6th and secure this win?
It took a lot of patience. I think we were, like Coach Graves was telling us, we were swinging at bad pitches before like the first couple of innings. And honestly, we had this weird play in the outfield where the umpire called it fair. Ball was probably foul, and the kind of situation occurred where they had scored first. And I think that kind of fired us up, just not feeling like that was a fair call. And I think that helped us in the end.
Take me through the sequence. Bases loaded. You guys had a couple advantageous scenarios early in the game, and Tusculum kept you off the board. By that time, the rest was history. Once that ball left the bat, take me through that moment for you, the grand slam that gave your team the lead and took a 5-1 lead heading to the 6th inning.
I was pretty juiced when I got into the box. I can usually tell when my hands start shaking. I have a little bit more nerves coming in. My mindset, honestly, was to hit the ball over the fence. I was like, the wind was blowing out. I could see the flag going. I just knew that I had to be on time and get my foot down like my dad would tell me. But I was figuring she had gotten me on inside pitches. Ackerman, the first pitcher, I let 2 inside pitches go past me, and I didn't swing at them. And I knew she was going to come back in with that inside pitch, and I was sitting on it. And I had a plan when I went up to the plate, and I just happened to execute it that time.
So we talked about the key to beating Tusculum was to number one out hit them. That didn't happen today, but you did have a complimentary performance in the circle from Lorelei Spradlin, Sierra Rogers. First, let's talk about Lorelei. 5 innings, Tusculum peppered 10 hits in there, but none of them were really all that threatening. A lot of singles. Talk about your freshman and her ability, despite not having the strikeout stuff today, to force some soft contact and keep you guys in the game.
Lou is very good. She is like going into her own. She's definitely growing into it. I mean, as a freshman, it's pretty nerve-wracking when you're in those type of games, especially when our offense wasn't doing what our offense usually does. But the hits that she gave up, like you said, they were like off the end of the bat, or they're just little pokes here and there, and those don't really kill us. I mean, we really did well with covering the small ball and the slappers, and those usually are the things that eat us up. Kennedy threw someone out. That was a big deal. We kept her off of second. And then when they had runners in scoring positions, our defense and our pitchers executed in getting the outs. So I think that definitely helped.
Let's talk a little bit about Sierra, too. Not her usual role as a little bit of a closer here in this contest. She came with the bases loaded, nobody out, and kept that 2-run lead intact for you guys. Talk a little bit about Sierra and her ability to come in and shut Tusculum down when they had some momentum.
I think using Sierra as a closer in that game was probably one of the smartest things we did, just because Lou is a little bit, has less velocity, and Raj comes in with the speed on the hands. And they had seen Raj probably more times than anybody else in this conference has seen Raj. So just switching it up and then coming back with her, because she's always effective. She gets weak pop-ups, weak grounders. Every once in a while there's a hit, but we were up by that point, so it really didn't matter. But she was ready. She came in. I think she needed a little bit of a break, and then she used that to her advantage, and she got us out of that inning.
So a little bit under a week off before you face the next team in this tournament. Don't know who it's going to be yet. But what are the keys in this next week to get prepared for whoever it is and try and continue to make a run in this conference tournament?
I think just to play like we played today. Nobody wants to play their last game of their college career, so thinking about our seniors and our 5th years, and just thinking about them and, playing for our team, playing for the chance to play one more time with the girls that, you spent however long with. I mean, we spend, 14 hours a day with each other every single day. We love each other and we want to keep playing. So just staying disciplined at the plate, the same approach we've had, working hard at practice and preparing for the next team, whoever that may be.
Ryan Wilkes here with Food City Player of the Game, Macauley Bailey, after Carson-Newman takes down Tusculum in the second game of the best of 3 to move on to the Southland Conference Tournament. Be back in action next week against whoever they may face in the Southland Conference Tournament here on the Eagles Sports Network.